How was 18?
I'm not 18 yet.
What are those? Look at that. All right.
We're doing less than 57 today.
Just you today. Everybody else is going to do 19. All right. So the first two questions didn't even ask us to solve them. We just had to simplify in different ways. Our first one, we wanted to just change them all so we're only using addition. Was the plan here. So for A, how do we change A to only use addition, Kaylee?
Okay, so you do 20 plus negative 9 plus 8 plus negative 7.
Plus negative 7. Remember, all we have to do is just put our plus signs right before our subtraction sign. And that subtraction sign turns into a negative and sticks with that number. And now we're adding all the way across the board. All right, for B, Jonas, you got B?
4x plus negative 7y plus negative 5z plus 6.
Plus 6 is good on that one. And Georgia, you want C?
Negative 3x plus negative 8y plus negative 4 plus negative 8 over 7z.
Those look good to me. Any questions on that, or are we all okay doing that? Everybody's good there? All right, so 2 told us to use the distributive property to write an equivalent expression. So all we had to do was distribute our number outside the parentheses. So what would A look like? Autumn, what'd you get for A?
I got 36x minus 27x minus 2/3 times 9.
So you just wrote it as 2/3 times 9 there? All right, what would we get if we took 2/3 times 9? Did anybody do that? Chesney? 6. Yep. So if we do that, that would be minus 6. All right, and this was a y too. I don't know if you just slipped up instead of saying x. But we all okay distributing there? See how we just take each item inside those parentheses times 9? Now in this case, we take them all times negative 2. Kellen, you want to run us through that one?
No, I did it wrong.
All right, Chesney?
I have 12x plus negative 6y.
All right, let's look at our sign on that one quick. Negative 2 times 3y. Negative times a positive there. Did you say negative 6 right away? Okay. My bad. All right. So 12x minus 6y or plus negative 6y plus 2 is what you should get on that one. All right. Colin, what'd you get for C?
4y minus 1x minus 13 over 5.
It's 13 over 5. And you can do minus 1x there if you want, or you can just do minus x. Those are the same thing. Either one is all right. How about D? Jessa.
Negative 8x minus minus 4.
Minus 4 would be good on that one. And the last one, E. Corbin?
I don't think I did it right.
All right. George, you want to help out?
8x or plus 6y plus negative 28.
All right, plus negative 28 is good there. All right. Any questions on distributing there? Are we all comfortable with that moving forward? All right, we're going to be doing more of that today, so just as long as everybody's comfortable with that, we can get to 3. 3 said, Kieran wrote the expression x minus 10 for this number puzzle, and the number puzzle was to pick a number, which would be our x, and we were supposed to add negative 2 to that, and then multiply by 5. So our order is important there. Lynn thinks Kieran made a mistake, and we were asked, how could Lynn convince Kieran that he made a mistake? So we said to plug in a number there. So what number did we go with, Colin?
0.
0. All right, so if we plug in 0, if we say x equals 0, remember Kieran's, we had x minus 10. See it? So what's 0 minus 10? Negative 10. All right, now if we start with 0 and add negative 2 to that, where do we get? Negative 2. And then our next step was to multiply by 5. All right. So that's going to be negative 10. So this one actually will work out, Did anybody plug in a different number? Chesney?
I used 5.
5, and did that work out? No. Sophie, did you use a different number?
I used 3.
And did it work out? No. Did you use a different number, Josh? What'd you get?
I used 2.
All right. So we did find the one number that did work out, did manage to work out. But if we picked another number, we would have found out that x wouldn't have been equal to each other. So these shouldn't have been equal to each other because Kieran didn't quite write his expression right. All right. So then B, we asked what would be a correct expression for the number puzzle. Kellen, did you get an expression there?
X plus negative 3 times 5.
All right. What do we think about this? Is that going to be the correct expression?
No.
Why not?
You need parentheses around x and minus.
We need parentheses here, right? Because order is important. We're adding -2 first. If we wouldn't have these parentheses, what would we do first in our order of operations? We'd multiply, so then we'd end right back up at x minus 10, which we said wasn't right. All right, question?
I have parentheses, I just forgot.
All right. But just make sure we have those parentheses there because that order is important. When we need to add or subtract or do anything else first, we have to have parentheses there, all right? All right, for the last one, just wanted us to say if these were proportional or not. So what do we think about the megawatts, energy in megawatts for the coal output? Was this one proportional? Yes. So this one was, and it did say on the next page to write an equation if it was proportional. So did we write an equation on that one, Colin?
A equals 0.002 E.
2E. All right, that would definitely work, right? Because if we took 2.4 divided by 1200, we got 0.002. Do you have another equation, Sophie?
I have E equals 500D.
E equals 500D. So both of those would work. Just depends on which way you divide it. All right, because the energy would equal 500 times the number of days, or the number of days would be 0.002 times the energy we use there. All right, how about this next one? How about the solar plant? Was that proportional? No. And what did we explain here? Why did we say that? Georgia?
Because the first one was 100 and the second one was 162.5. So
Alright.
that must be different.
And those don't equal each other. So that one is not proportional. Any questions on the homework? None? All right, the 618 warm-up